Hi, welcome to Kim's Keto Kitchen, where I make delicious keto recipes that you can make easily in your own home. So today I'm going to make something because I have had a hankering for something sweet. You know, with my husband home, I've been making lots of sweet treats for him and my daughter and bringing things over to my other daughter's home. And boy, I made some cinnamon rolls the other day and I was like drooling. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to make a keto version for myself so I don't feel so tempted. So that's what I do an awful lot of times. So I found this recipe online. It's Joe Duff. He's the diet doctor. Look up his website, and he's on YouTube as well. He's phenomenal. And I get a lot of his recipes, and everything I make that he has on there for recipes are delicious and part of my keto repertoire. So what I'm going to do is just make a keto cinnamon roll in a mug, because if I make the whole thing, I'm going to eat that whole thing. So I'm not going to tempt myself to do so. So I'm going to go out of the shot now because I want you to see how this is made. I'm going to start with the wet ingredients, and the first of that being I've already separated a yolk, one egg yolk, one large egg yolk. And then I've melted half a tablespoon of butter already. I needed that to cool a bit because I didn't want it to cook the yolk. All right, the next wet ingredient is about a teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm gonna grab that, my homemade vanilla again. It's just vodka and vanilla beans. So there's a teaspoon of vanilla. And now I'm just gonna give that a little mix. And get those all together. Just a little bit. All right, now the dry ingredients. Half cup of almond flour, and I use the Kirkland brand. I like to use Superfine. You can also find different brands other than Kirkland's that have Superfine. Those are the best. Superfine flour, almond flour. Okay, 3 tablespoons of confectionery swerve. Now, Joe Duff says he does not, 3 tablespoons, right? He does not suggest that you use stevia because it's like 400 or 300 times sweeter than swerve. So stick with swerve if you can. Okay. Half a teaspoon of xanthan gum. What is xanthan gum? Well, you've probably seen it in some, half a teaspoon. You've seen it in some ingredients, listed in some ingredients. It's basically a thickener, and it's a low-carb thickener. So in keto world, we tend to use a lot of this to thicken stews and, let's see, can you see that? Stews and whatever we can. In this case, it's going to be the cinnamon roll. It'll give it more fluffier texture. And a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Let's see, here it is. Okay, baking powder, of course, is going to help it rise, and all you need is a little. Okay. And a pinch of salt. And I have Himalayan pink salt. I'm just going to do a pinch because that offsets the sweetness. There's an awful lot of sweetness in there right now. And I'm going to mix that up. Now, this is the first time I've ever made it. So this, hopefully, this will work, and we'll be able to put this video out today. If not, I'll have to find another one. But you know what? Joe Duff has never failed me. So I'm going to try to get that, he said, like into a sticky dough or a crumbly dough. And that's just what it's looking like. I'm going to use a spoon and get it off my spatula, my spoonula, so that I get everything in the mix. There we go. A little more. And then as soon as I get this all together into a crumbly dough, I'm going to set it onto a piece of parchment paper right here. And according to the recipe, Joe Duff says to roll it into 1 inch thick and 8 inches long. So let's see here. Let's get all this off again. You don't want to miss any of that goodness or that good stuff. Okay. And first I think I'm gonna put it into a ball. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice dough. Try to get everything I can. Put it in, let's see if you can see this. I wanna get this as easy for you as possible. Now I'm gonna roll it into kind of like a snake. And you know what? I'm gonna actually get a ruler, excuse me, so I can see how long it is before I move forward. I wanna make sure it's 8 inches long, or at least 8 inches long. So we're almost there. Let's keep moving it along. Yeah, if I make a whole, I'm just a sucker for cinnamon rolls. If I make that whole thing, I'm done for, man. I'm done for. I would eat that whole thing. That's my problem. Sweets are my thing. I would rather have an ice cream sundae for dinner than anything. But gotta learn how to change your ways, don't you? You gotta be healthy. Especially when you reach my age, you gotta start thinking about more healthy alternatives. Boy, Joe Duff, this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. And I'd say that was about 8 inches, a little more maybe. A little longer. Come on, we can do it. All right, let's measure that again. Let's make sure it's all the same, close to the same width. Okay, yeah, good job. Okay, so you see that? There it is. It's about 1 inch thick, yep, and about 8 inches long. And boy, what a nice pastry dough that is. Pam coconut oil spray, so that the cinnamon and just a little bit, cinnamon and the brown sugar swerve, which is our next two ingredients, will adhere to it. So first I'm going to take, this is brown sugar swerve. I got it right online at Amazon. And boy, does it really replace that brown sugar very well. So I'm going to put about, what does he say? You only need about a tablespoon of, or half a tablespoon of the swerve. So, because you don't want it too thick, because you have to be able to roll this up when we're through here. So I'm praying that it rolls up for me. So there you go. That's about right. Let's put a little there. There, spread it out, make every bite worth it. There we go. Just about a half a tablespoon there. And then 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm just going to lightly spread cinnamon. Okay, are you ready? Now we're going to attempt to roll this up. Joe made it look so easy. Let's see if I can do it. I will try to link his recipe below, but I'm doing everything on my phone right now, filming and editing. So I haven't yet learned how to link things with my phone onto my editing, my iMovie that I'm editing with. So I will try to Google that today and figure out a way to do that for you so that you can get the link. If not, you can always look up Diet Doctor cinnamon roll, mug cinnamon roll. Oh my gosh, look at that. That looks just like a cinnamon roll. Holy moly. What? I think that's awesome. Look at that. It rolled up so well, Joe. You're just the man. Okay, so now you can use a ramekin or a mug. I'm just going to use a mug, which I've already sprayed with the coconut oil before we started. Now I'm going to place it inside. Make sure that it's connected. And then he says it's only 2 net carbs per, this whole thing is 2 net carbs. I can't wait. So Joe says that this should take about 60 to 90 seconds to cook. He says he has a 700-watt microwave. I have no clue what I have. I'm just gonna check it after 60 seconds and go from there. So I will come back when it's done and then we'll put the glaze on top and we'll do a taste test. See you then. So while that's cooking, I'm going to attempt to make the glaze that will go on top. Okay, so I put about a tablespoon of confectioner's swerve. Now I'm gonna put about oh, it's done. I'm gonna check that in a second. 3/4 of a teaspoon. I'm doing 3 1/4 teaspoons of heavy whipping cream. And I'm going to mix that together. Oh, it's perfect. So it's like this nice gooey, ooey gooey consistency. Now we're gonna put that on it as soon as it's done. So I'm gonna go check on it and we'll come back when it's ready to be frosted. Okay, so here it is. Look at how delicious that looks. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. I can't wait, but first I've gotta, it did fall apart in places. I don't think that you know that last end of it that you have, I think I probably should have really tried to get that incorporated with the rest of it, like no seams, because it did open a little bit. I did about 70 seconds on my microwave. I couldn't tell you the wattage on my microwave, but I would do between 60 and 90, keep testing it. It will come out to be, you know, like almost like a cookie texture. So now let's top it with that glaze. Remember, this is only 2 net carbs. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Look at that. Oh, put some right on that one and give it a taste. My mouth is watering. Can you hear me swallowing? Okay, you ready? Mmm. Mmm. Oh. Once again, Joe Duff, the winner. Another winner recipe. I have to copy this one down, put it in my repertoire. Excuse me for talking with my mouth full. I probably would add a little more cinnamon to, maybe even add it to the dough a little bit to give it more of a cinnamony kind of flavor. But it has like a cookie texture, like a soft cookie texture. I love it. I love soft cookies, like soft chocolate chip cookies or whatever, not the crunchy kind. So this would be an awesome substitute for a cookie even. I wonder if you could make them into cookies. Maybe I'll give that a try and see if that's a possibility. Cinnamon, like a snickerdoodle kind of a cookie. Maybe I can develop that. I just want to say thank you for coming in to Kim's Keto Kitchen and have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. I hope you get to use this. Please comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can find out when I upload a new recipe every week. Have a good day and take care of yourselves. Be well. Bye.